I don't think of myself as a business person, but I really love the idea of starting something, not just leaving a legacy, but creating a legacy. So I grew up with a big family. It's part of the reason why I cook. You know, everybody had to do something, so if you weren't cooking, you were doing dishes. People have always had fun with the name, like, oh, do you really have a brother? Is there a brother? You know, does your brother get paid? I have 4 brothers. I have 4 older brothers, and this is the oldest brother, and he also loves to cook. He brought a jar of salsa that he had made. He said, here, try this jar of salsa. He said, I think you'll like it. So we tried it, we loved it. I said, give me that recipe, I'll make it myself, and the rest is history. Honestly, I did not know what I was getting into.
I do remember more than once going in there trying to label the salsa. In the early days, we had to label every one. And Miss Helen, being encouraging in the moment I walked away, she pulled it off and she put it back on there the right way. That's okay. I mean, it looked better after she did it. And I didn't have to label much after that, which was good.
Originally, it was all delivery. They ordered it, I delivered it, and I was the delivery person. Each case of salsa weighed 20 pounds. And so, you know, for me to have to haul all that stuff around, I really built up some arm muscle. I'm sure I've driven thousands and thousands of miles between markets and taking stuff to stores.
When I first came on with Miss Helen, we were in her house. So think about the garage as the warehouse where we did all the replenishment. The peanuts, we had these huge bags of peanuts, and the wind would come in and blow most of the peanuts out of the box.
But it's so hot during summer, you can't keep the garage door down. I mean, you have to
Can't
have
keep
it
the garage door down, and so I spent more time picking up peanuts off the ground than I did there being peanuts in the actual FedEx boxes.
We were encouraged to certify as a woman-owned business. It just brings lots of extra encouragement from women out there, and also from men. They're like, you know, go girl, you go.
One is our freshly sourced ingredients. That's key. A lot of work goes into making the perfect jar of salsa.
It's not a business decision for us to decide what goes inside the jar. It's really about what's the salsa going to taste like, what's it going to bring to your table. We want it to taste as good as it does coming out of our kitchen.
That's her superpower, is finding flavors that work together and being, you know, inventive.
We're interested in your family. If you know, if we hear about it, we give a little shout out for you. We dance a little jig when we hear that, you know, your family's done something special with our salsa. It's fun to see your product on the store shelves, and that it's in places that compete with national players, big players. I say, move over. Here's my brother's salsa. The thinking is more about, you know, just people one at a time, families one at a time.